Is the closed caption work? I don't see it, but I said it. But maybe I don't see it because I don't have it turned on. I did turn it on. Okay, let's start that again. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Brittany. Brittany's here to keep me on track. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I'm Joni. I am your team mom. I don't have network marketing experience prior to this company. However, I will say that for about 5 minutes in 2002, I was in Mary Kay. I was recruited by my best friend who went to church with the Cadillac driver in our town. And she convinced me to spend about $3,000 on merchandise, turn my linen closet into a storefront, and I never sold a single thing at retail. So I was pretty burned by network marketing, and I had really the impression of network marketing that a lot of people have. It's gross, it's predatory, it's yucky, it's salesy, it's all the negative things that you can think. I had. If you're here and you're not already on this team and you're okay with us knowing you're here, would you drop a 1 in the chat? If you want to hide, that's fine. I always tell people you can just change your name to Snow White. I don't have to know who you are, but I would love to know if you're here. So I had a lot of the same objections to network marketing for a really long time that most people have. And over the years, I'm sure all of you have had these moments where people, hey girl, you right out of the middle of nowhere, somebody you haven't talked to in 20 years is like, hey, join my team. And that's really the only experience I had, which was all negative, right? Nurses I worked with when I was a baby nurse that haven't talked to me in 10 years and now want me to be on their team. And I can't tell you honestly why I sent the message to Madison that I sent. I really can't tell you. If you're a Christian, you believe it's God. If you're not Christian, it was the universe. But I'm telling you, something pushed me to send that message. And it was so out of character for me that even I was shocked after I sent it. I was like, what did I just do? Wait a minute, hold on. Of course, she replied immediately. And yes, she replied immediately. And within about 15 minutes, I was on her team. And I think I was the first person to sign up because I actually messaged them before they had even announced that they were coming to Modere. So that began a roller coaster. And I got here, we didn't really know exactly what we were doing. We were kind of trying to figure out systems. Everyone was new all at once. So there were a lot of people coming in, trying to work things out. And I saw this incredible team working together so well. And I was so impressed with the camaraderie, the support, the kindness, the love. But there's still some of the icky network marketing things that happen all the time because people that have been in network marketing and have been taught to do certain things continue to do it, which is what we do, right? We do what we're taught. If we have a leader that says cold call 50 people this month, we go, okay, I guess I better cold call 50 people this month, right? So there were some things that I wanted to do differently. And Brittany's going to go into some of the ways that we do things a little differently here on our team. But I'll tell you, the thing that I discovered coming here that I did not expect was, I hoped that the products would help me because I have fibromyalgia and I have a relatively rare hypermobile joint disorder called Ehlers-Danlos, which causes my joints to overextend and causes me a lot of joint pain. And I had tried many things to heal that joint pain and was on several prescription medications. And I just really hoped that collagen would help. And it did. But this isn't even a testimony of collagen, although I have one, and it makes it really easy for me to talk about because I am so much better than I was. I was almost immobile. I could barely get out of bed in the morning. And if y'all see me high kick, pow. So it's all loose now. I'm like 20 again, but I'm 48. So that part was great. But the part I didn't expect was to love the people that I work with and to discover all of these people who were put into my path that I never would have known. Everybody here that's on this team and so many friendships that I could never have imagined that I needed in my life. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. hold on. Come on, Jody, don't do it. I'm such a crier. That's the thing that surprised me. And that what I really, really loved was watching the women around me succeed and make connections and heal and work through their mindset issues, because there's so much growth in this. It sounds so weird, but Brittany said it the best way. It's personal growth with a paycheck, because there's so much, we focus so much on our minds. We really focus on our minds more than any other thing, because our brain is where we live 90% of the time, in our subconscious. So whatever we think there, that's what we're putting out into the world. So we got to make sure our brains are good. And so I started sort of tossing around ideas and thinking, well, what if I did this instead? Or what if I did that? What if I did that? Oh, I could do that. And I started asking people, what didn't you like when you joined the company? What don't you like? What do you wish you had? What you feel like is missing? What was overwhelming? And I started just compiling data from everybody who was coming into the business and feeling overwhelmed. And if you're one of those people who's here, I love and appreciate you so much. Kelly, I see your face. Kelly was one who was very open with me and just messaged me and said, I just don't know if I can do this because I don't know how to do Instagram. And we just did it, right? We just did it. I was in my towel, but it was fine. Kelly didn't care. I've known Kelly for a long time. So I was just like, I'm in my towel, but we're going to do it. I taught her how to do Instagram, right? Just real quick. And then she did it. It was amazing.
I mean, what kind of leader sends you 4 or 5 videos back to back from her bathroom in her towel, right? Because I was like in tears, so frustrated, so embarrassed, like all the things, right? I can't do this. I don't want to quit. I love this, but I'm not good at it. All those things. And she sent me bathroom videos from her towel.
Yeah. I love you, Kelly. The thing is that I want everyone to know that they can do this. I want everyone to feel the personal empowerment of the growth and the expansion and the success, which feels so good to you. This business gets me out of my bed in the morning in a way that I haven't experienced in a long, long time. I am excited to get to work, and I'm excited to support people. And I meet with people from our team and other teams and outside of network marketing all day long to talk about mindset and belief systems. And it is just my favorite thing in the world, watching people make connections. And I want our team to be spectacular, but not just spectacular on our own path. I really want to create a space where we revolutionize the face of network marketing, where people no longer have yucky feelings about network marketing because they see how we do it with integrity and they know that it can be done. And I'm very lucky to have other leaders on this team who want that too. And I am so excited to partner with them and work towards reaching so many goals around diversity and support and education and learning and anything that anybody could need. We're building it right now. And I'm going to turn it over to Brittany, and she is going to tell you what we're doing. And I'm going to mute myself and pin you.
Sorry, I guess I should unmute myself first. Okay, so I decided I'm going to share like 60 seconds about why I feel like I have reason to even share with you guys and lead and talk to you about this. And I gave myself 60 seconds. I have my stopwatch right here, so I swear I won't go over that. I'm just like sharing a little bit about myself and my journey, because I literally could talk about all the things for a while. But I know we want to keep this call short and sweet because it's being recorded too. So I have been in the industry for 8 years, and my dog is going to tear down the door to get in here. Oh my gosh. I've been in network marketing for a little over 8 years, or I guess right at 8 years. And I found a lot of success with my previous company. It was not the first company that I worked with. It was actually the third. The very, very first company I worked with was like back in college over a decade ago. Had some success. It was a beauty company. I liked it just because I liked makeup, but then it was like, meh, this really isn't for me, whatever. And then when I really got serious about it, when I wasn't ever even looking for something, I fell in love with network marketing, and I loved the ease and simplicity of it. And then over time, I say simplicity, that was super complex, but I love the relationship aspect of it and how you can literally, like, it is residual. It is like multiplying, like, I mean, it really can do a lot of things. But then I reached a place where I was burnt out, and you guys, I'm right at a minute now. So I was burnt out and was not loving what I was doing. I wasn't loving teaching people anymore, leading people. It was just like, this is so hard and it's kind of become gross and I don't like that feeling. And I love these products, but that's about it now. And then August of 2020 happened. So I had been 7.5 years into my network marketing business, and Modere came on the scene, and I had never heard of Modere before. I had drank collagen or consumed collagen for several years in different forms and knew that it was great for my body, but didn't know like what this liquid collagen was and all of that. And so for me, the immediate attraction was the difference in the company. Like Modere is just a very forward-thinking company in terms of vision and quality and technology and all of these things, where like e-commerce is way more now than what it was even 5 years ago or 3 years ago, pre-pandemic, right? And so if you're going to share about a product, or let's be real, we're selling, if we're going to sell a product, then it needs to be something that is a very good customer experience, a good shopping experience, good technology, something that is a clear-cut definition between either you do the business and you sell the product, or you are a customer. I saw all of those things in Modere. And so not only like the products sold themselves, but then I was like, wait a second, they have systems and they have like all of these things. So it was different. It really drew me in. I knew that I loved the industry still, but I did not want to be part of what I came from, this culture of like, hey girl, I haven't talked to you in a while, kind of like what Joni said, and like, getting people to engage with you that way. Like there's such a more genuine way to do it. And truly, like if you don't want to talk with somebody, or if you only want to talk with them for the sake of getting sales, that's not what we do, because that's not genuine and that doesn't create community. This truly is about like genuine and not being authentic, not just on social media, but in all facets of our life. So I knew I didn't want a cold call. I knew I didn't want that like hustle mentality, holding classes where you like load up all your stuff and then go to someone's house and make this presentation, or you do online classes and you share all these things online and you host an event. And not that those are bad things, and it's a great way to give people information, but when you are just socially sharing things, it's so much more natural. I literally 30 minutes before this video just shared a Facebook post about the immune collagen. And so if you think of social retail, it's you're sharing about a product that you like, so you're being social about it, and then you sell it. So you're basically the middle person. You sell it from Modere to that person, and then Modere pays you a commission in exchange for it. Like it's a beautiful thing and a win-win. And that's just the promoter side. That's not even like including the team building side of Modere. So there's two sides to the compensation plan, and that's like we could literally do a Zoom call just on that in and of itself. But there's so many ways to earn money, and part of that, or included in that, is our daily pay. So anyways, I knew I didn't want to hustle. I didn't want to hold classes. I didn't want it to just be about the money. I wanted my business to be about adding value. And that was never in where I was previously. It was taught, but it wasn't really taught, if that makes sense. It was said, but it wasn't taught. And so what I saw here was that it genuinely was like, girl, you can do as much or as little as you want. And truly, like that's how the compensation plan works. And it's so beautiful. And everyone is so encouraging with that. And then lastly, I really knew that I wanted community. And so I could see that from the outside looking in. But then whenever I got here and we, like Joni and I started meshing things together, and then Tanya, one of another woman that you're going to hear from tonight, we'd all just like realized that we all had the same vision and we wanted to do things differently. So the other thing that's really cool is that in social retail, so if you're not like familiar with any of this at all, social retail is literally, like I said, you're connecting someone with a product, but there's no wholesale versus retail pricing. I really, really love that. It's not like this fictitious thing or anything. You're not buying in to get a discount. Everybody pays the same price and you share a product, get the commission. You pay the same price as what your customer pays. That's really cool. There's different ways you can earn discounts, but ultimately like everybody pays the same price. So there's no like fictitious whatever, making people think that you're getting a good deal and you're not. Anyways, that's such a sleazy, like, oh, that word's even sleazy, but it's such a thing in network marketing. Like, let's do this and say you're getting this, but really you're not getting this. Anyways, there's none of that here. I love that. So the other thing that's really cool is with our team specifically. So I saw this from the get-go too, is the systems that we have, the training systems. If you don't know how to do social media, we have, so with our community, our website is evolving with the Collagen Evangelists. And so we're adding new things like really weekly, basically. And there's different Instagram trainings. There's things all the way down to like the little things in Instagram, like how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I start talking to people? How do I share these products? There's daily text prompts. So for you, different things for you to post on social media, and ideas, ways to create engagement with your audience, ways to grow your audience on social media. Because truly, if you've never done something like this or intentionally used your social media, like monetized it, there's nothing wrong with that. Welcome to 2021. I mean, 2022. And B, you're going to learn how to do that here. And that's the one thing that I think is so exciting. Like, even me coming into this, I know enough on social media to be dangerous. Like I do things. I've been present on social media for so many years, but that's not like where I feel like I have a ton of influence. I have less than 2,000 followers on Instagram. And so I don't feel like I have that influence, but truly you have influence if you even have 2 followers. And Tanya's going to talk more about this, but the way that you talk to people matters, and adding value and putting yourself out there and all of those things. Even if you don't know how to do that, you can still do this business. You just need to be teachable. I don't want to say have to be, but if you are teachable, if you speak a language, if you know people at all, then you can do this. And we are, let's see, I want to make sure like I hit all of my points that I wanted to. Truly, it's when I said I didn't want to have part of that hustle mentality, it's not like, oh, there's 5 days left in the month, or there's 3 days left in the month. Let's see where we're at on our numbers and hit them. This is about long-term longevity and adding value to people, both whether it's in the online world or physically, because our products add value to people physically too, right? And so we as a team focus everything and circle everything back to adding value. And if that's you purchasing these products add value to you, then great. If it's you get to do this business and share with other people and that adds value, then that's great. Whatever it is for you, there's room at our huge table, no matter your level of expertise, of desire, how much or how little you want to do this. I used to hear people say that and I was like, okay, whatever. But like every single win is a win, whether somebody buys a $10 tube of deodorant, I think it's like $8, or $150, package of collagen, every single win is a win. So anyway, so with that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Tanya. I really hope that made sense and that I gave enough of an explanation with.
It was beautiful. First, I just want to say the community, that is what, obviously I'm here, but I'm stuck here because of the community. Like I always say, I came for the collagen, I stay for the people. So this is huge. Like the people that I haven't talked to in years that are in my team that are here tonight, like it makes me want to cry. but I won't, because tonight we're going to talk about how to, yes, thank you. How you can get started, how you can tell your people to get started, because there is a lot of like gray area with this. First of all, the XM kit, that is obviously the best way to start. You get the best value. You get $200 in product credit within like 4 months, broken down into like $50 increments. You get a ticket to the next conference, whether it be spring or fall, and then you get the option to get the Modere experience, which you have to hit a certain goal, which is silver on your customer side and team leader on your business side. If you hit that, then you are eligible to win an iPad, an Apple Watch, a weekend getaway, or a shopping spree. But there's also a really, really big thing with this. You do not have to buy an XM kit to be eligible. I have heard over and over and over, this is the only way that you can do this. It is not. All you have to do is make 250 activity points within your first month, and you're eligible to win it. So that is something that I'm seeing everywhere. And I didn't start with an XM kit. I did not have the money for that. I paid $39 for my membership fee. I had products before, so I was okay with that, but I didn't buy any products when I started sharing because I needed this. I needed this to start making money without me having money. And that is huge, because ultimately this is your super cute house Joni got. It looks like up. It's so cute. It's even got balloons coming out of the, okay, sorry, distracted. Ultimately, this is your business. If you want to do this and you do not have the money to do it, but you feel led to do this, you feel passionate about it, $40. Like, this is not about us. This is not about what I'm going to make off of you. This is about you pursuing what you want to do and just taking off with it. So I started with that $40 membership fee. I had 420 followers on Instagram at the time, I think, like not very many. And I was really successful because I was genuine. I showed myself taking all of this. I talked about it. And I'm sure people are still getting annoyed, but I don't really care, because there's still people pop up all the time that are like, oh my gosh, what is that? I've never heard of that. Like, these people don't watch you constantly. You are the only person that is hard on yourself for stuff like that. They don't care. They don't care about you and what you're posting all the time. And if they do, then they can unfollow. So that's simple. I don't know if there's anything else other than you can do it. There are people I know that still have private Instagrams and only have like 200 followers that are like their friends and family, and they're doing really well. So everything is possible, and this team is amazing. And I'm going to give it back to Joni.
Thank you, Tanya. I love you. Tanya is one of the people I never would have known if it weren't for Modere. And she is an absolute treasure. And I asked her to share that because I often hear there's a lot of pressure on people in any company. In fact, I talked with someone today from another company. I asked them, what's your starting package? And what does your company recommend people start with? And she gave me the information. It was the same thing, about a few $100s. And there was also an option to sign up just to pay a starter fee of like $30 or $40. And I said, do you tell people that? And she said, well, sometimes, because here's the thing about, here's the way I feel about network marketing. I feel in my heart 100%. This business model is so good. It is so good because all you're doing, like Brittany said, is removing that middleman. You're removing Jeff Bezos from the equation. It's not the way that people think. It's not, we're building a giant pyramid and there's somebody on the top who's making money. Brittany's ahead of me. Probably. Haven't looked, but I'm sure you are. That's another thing is I don't really, numbers are important. Goals are good. We like to set them. We want to encourage them, but I don't personally focus on numbers. People, will ask me, what are your numbers like? And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't looked. And the reason I don't look is because I don't want to be driven by numbers. I want to be driven by my heart and the people that I work with. And I want to see people succeeding at whatever they want to be succeeding at. And that's your decision. I want to make money. I need to get my face on Instagram. I don't know how to do this. Whatever your small victory is, we celebrate that. We rank ups and all that stuff is fun and good and money's great. We all should have a really good, healthy relationship with money and not shame about it because everybody needs it. It's what we have agreed on as a culture to use. No shame around money, but also it's not the only thing, right? It's not the only thing. And it's not even the most important thing. So we celebrate every win, all of them. You get your first customer, that's a win. You don't have any customers, but you showed up this week on Instagram and you were scared because you didn't want your face on screen because you don't like your nose and you're afraid somebody's going to laugh at you. That is a win. That is a win. That is a win. And I am here for the wins. I'm here for the wins. I don't have to do a job. I don't have to have a job. I don't have to. I've been home for a long time because I have a kid that needs to be homeschooled. So that had to be our priority. I don't have to have a job, but I love this job so much. I cannot imagine my day-to-day life without it. I am so just blessed beyond measure to get to work with the women that I work with on a daily basis. And it is women, but it can also be men. But right now it's women, which is also great. We as a team have a different focus, and we are determined to change the way that we speak about network marketing. We are determined to authentically share. There is no, you're going to come and be a millionaire next week. We're not, you maybe, but check it out. Probably not, right? Nobody's going to become a millionaire overnight. And I think that this is where network marketing has failed us in the past and actually shot itself in the foot. Because if network marketing if the companies had been really honest from the beginning and said, hey, let's do this and we're going to give it a try. And the bottom line is you might not make $1 million, but any money that you make is more money than you're making now, right? Even if you make $100 a month, this is always the example I give to my team and everybody. If you make $100 a month and you put $100 a month into a diversified stock portfolio and you do that every month for 10 years, you've invested $12,000. You've got $18,000 in the bank with interest. You walk away from that money. You don't do anything with it. 20 years, you forget it exists. You come back. There's $65,000 there. Now, $65,000 doesn't sound like that much. Like you can't retire on $65,000, right? But guess what? It's $65,000 more than you have right now, right? And the trick with money, and we do talk about that a lot, the trick is that as a person, we've got some older people on our team too, older than me, but as someone who's 48, I can tell you that when I was 35, I wanted to go to med school. And I said, I can't go to med school because I won't be done until I'm 40. And then I have to do residency. And then or I was maybe 36, but I was like, that's forever. I'm going to be ancient. Like I'm going to be in a wheelchair by then. I don't even know. Like I just couldn't even fathom it. Guess what? I would have been a doctor for 8 years already. The time is gonna pass either way. Pass it doing something you enjoy. And if you make some money along the way, drop it in the bank and forget about it. And in 30 years, if you're 30 right now, when you're 60, you've got $65,000, right? we focus so much on overnight. Yeah, Brittany, just a sec. We focus so much on overnight riches that we don't think about all of the other really good things that can happen, because $100 can make a big difference in your life. It can be a huge impact. It might be date night, right? It might be you getting something at Target. Okay, Brittany, go. I'm going to remove the
That
pin.
was the other thing I was going to add, is that this does not have to be, I mean, if you're watching this and you're considering, you're like, I don't know if I want to be a social marketer or not. I don't know if I really want to sling that collagen. Listen, if you just want extra date night money, if you just want your own extra shopping money, if you just want money to pay your car payment, it's okay to have what some would say a smaller goal. Whatever your goal is, that's your goal. If you need extra money, that's great. If you want to retire your husband and go get a bus and travel the country together, that's great too. Whatever it is that you want to do, if you just want to buy farm animals, if that's my goal, it's farm stuff for my kids and for our family. So literally you can do as much or as little with this as you want, and there is no like, oh, these are all our goals, so your goal has to be this goal. You have to also want to retire from your job and do this full time, and no, it doesn't have to be that way. So it's not on Wednesdays where we wear pink. We wear whatever we want, whatever day of the week we want, and we do it how we want.
Yes. I love that. And also, I want to touch really briefly on diversity. And I want to tell you that something that's very dear to me is this very deep awareness that so much of this, the opportunity that exists in a business that you do yourself, allows you to break out of cultural sort of boxes, right? And if you have a hard time getting up because you're disabled, or you have fibromyalgia and some days you don't want to get out of bed, this is a business that you can do. If traditional ways of having a business or working a business or making extra money don't work for you because you can't go to an office or because you're marginalized in some way, our team, we want to have all the people. We want Jade to buy her grandma's land, right? Jade, I know you're here. We want Jade and Cynthia to buy grandma's land. We want everybody to get whatever they need out of this experience. And we want to make sure that we're doing it in a way that is not a cookie cutter. We don't have to look the same. Success doesn't have an appearance. Sometimes it's tattooed, right? When I came in, I thought, I don't look like anybody here. I said to my husband, I don't look like anybody. Oh my gosh, I work with a Barbie doll. There's a literal Barbie doll on my team. And then I was like, wow, wait. Do you have to look like a Barbie doll to be successful? No, you don't. You don't. And when you rise, you take everybody with you, right? When we show up, we walk that stage or we talk to people, we are showing up and we are showing that you don't have to be, act, live, behave, dress a certain way. You only just have to be who you are. And in fact, being who you are is the best way to run your business, because when you are who you are, everyone around you will trust you. And trust builds relationships, and that's what counts. I'm not here for platitudes. I'm not here for fake nonsense. I'm here as me. You'll see me crying on Instagram all the time. I'm here. I'm raw. I'm vulnerable. I'm real. My customers trust me because I care about them and they know who I am. And that is what I want for everyone. And I love you, Lindsay. Whoever invited you, check back in with them after this meeting. They can give you further details if you want. I am always available for phone calls. I have a calendar link. If you just message me on Instagram or Facebook, I can give you my calendar link. If you want to talk more one-on-one with me or with any of the other leaders, we can connect you to answer any other questions. But I would love to open up now to any questions anybody might have. It is very windy outside. I don't know who lives in Texas, but I think my house is going to blow away. It's going to be about the Wizard of Oz over here. It's been hot and now it's supposed to be 25 degrees and my animals are all just like outside confused. Like, why was it 80 yesterday, and now it's going to be freezing. We're kind of running around trying to get everybody covered up before it gets too cold, but I keep hearing things blowing. So if my computer goes dead, it's because something got knocked over out here in the country. So anybody who has a question or comment as well, feel free to unmute, type in the chat box, raise your hand, whatever you'd like to do, whatever you feel comfortable with. You don't have to ask a question, but if you have any, I said in my Instagram story, I'm here for the hard questions. I am here for the hard questions and I can handle it. So if you have something that feels icky to you and you want to know what we do, I'll tell you. If you say to me, I don't want to do bleh, do you do that? Or I don't like, do you do that? I'll tell you how we do it. I like the challenge, honestly. I want nothing more than to, oh, Carrie, you sent me a message. Yeah. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. It just got cold all of a sudden. And I don't know what to do. Like, it's been warm. It's always so confusing to the animals. And we opened our bees today and the bees were so confused. The bees were just like, what's going on? Because bees do barometric pressure. They like feel barometric pressure change. And when it's changing, they start to act kind of crazy. They get a little crazy. They get a little buzzy, but they're good. We were giving them food to make sure they don't go hungry during the freeze. Okay, no one has any questions? That's easy. You're just being too easy now. Okay. Well, I don't want to keep you all. You know what? Would anybody be interested? I don't want to keep you if you want to go, but if you want to see the website that we've got under development, I'm happy to show you. Pop your hand up or drop anything in the chat and I will share my screen with you and show you what we've got underway there. But I don't want, actually, you know what? I'll just do it. And if you want to leave, you can leave. How about that? I'll show it to you. That way nobody has to answer, but I'll give you a peek at the website we're working on. And I'll tell you, it's in progress. I've been building it. I'm not a web designer. The irony is my husband actually is a web designer. I mean, not right now, he's runs a team, but he actually could do this and isn't. He's like, good luck, honey. I hope you enjoy. So this is our team page. This will be our team page. And our ultimate goal here is you will come here and everything you need will be right here for you. You will not have to run all over creation. You will not have to search the universe to find your answers. This is your page right here. This starts off with our guide that welcomes you to the team and gives you step-by-step instructions of what to do next. And when you're done with this, you just click take me to assignment 2 and you book a meeting with me. And then so on. We have, wait a minute, where did it go? We have all of these things set up for you. We're working on Boards, which is an app on your phone. So you will have at your fingertips links to everything. Now, Modare provides an incredible app with tons of information in it, but Boards actually allows you to put that into the screen, into the keyboard of your phone. And it opens up as an additional keyboard. And then you can see all of the things and you can just click a button and send it. Just yesterday, I created several sets of hashtags for people to go in and use on their posts on Instagram. They're all, calculated or whatever because Instagram. I have some experience with social media from my days working in media. So I've used that knowledge here. We have this part, which is social media 101. We've got some videos here now and we continue to add videos, how to do stories, how to do reels. I'm getting ready. This doesn't have anything in it yet, but I'm getting ready to do a class on personal branding for people that would like to create their own colors and font schemes, because branding is so key. This is something we talk about a lot. It's so key for recognition. And you're not Modare, right? Just like you're any other job you've had. You're you, and people want to connect with you. So your own brand says, oh, that's Kelly. I recognize Kelly. Kelly's yellow or whatever, right? So tips and tricks here. We've got some mindset stuff in the Mindset Mastery. When I get I'm working on a course right now on mindset, and when it's done, it will be available as well. But I've got some workbooks and worksheets in here for you to go through if you'd like. We have some a product guide in here, page by page of the company's products. And here we have a daily, so we have a spreadsheet that shows a list of graphics that I've made in the past. And let's see if it's going to open in this page, but you can go to this area and there are multiple tabs so that you can find whatever graphic you need for whatever product or situation. You want to talk about recruiting, we have a graphic for that. You want to talk about gut health, we have a graphic for that. And they're linked in Canva, so you can go in, change your branding if you'd like, turn it to your stuff. We have this daily social media action calendar that you can use if you'd like, which gives you some things some ideas of how to engage with your followers to increase your influence and sphere. And then here, this is the product, this is what we've been working on. And this is the thing I think that we're all most excited about is we have a daily text message. So I've created a space for them to live permanently. So what you would do is you come in and you click on whatever day. Now, when you sign up for text messages, you'll just automatically get these every day from me, but this is where they live. So you can always come and grab them. You get a graphic. You're going to get a suggestion for language. You don't have to use it, but I'm very proud of the graphics and that they're forward thinking. They're beautiful. I put a lot of energy into making them really pretty and not weird and blurry and gross and lame. We rotate through some product, right? This is a product one. We do product and we do non-product because we don't just only want to talk about product. We want to talk about other things too. But this is a great way to educate our customers in a really beautiful way. And again, these are linked to Canva. So if you have your own colors that you like to use, you can just click the link, go right into Canva. It will tell you, hey, there's a template. Joni gave you a template. Oops, I'm not signed in, but you can go in and edit the colors and put your own name on it, whatever you want to do. So this is, let me show you another one. This is something that I'm really proud of, and I'm putting a lot of time in this every day to create some beautiful things for people to share. And always with sort of a suggestion. And then I started giving people a sort of an assignment, something to do today. Social media action item. There you go. Go find 10 people in the network marketing hashtag and engage. So we have that going for you too. So you don't have to worry about creating your own graphics because we're going to do that for you, not just in these daily texts, but in general. And we are in the process now of creating a system that will allow for each new social marketer to sort of filter themselves into the group that best fits them. I don't have any network marketing experience. I don't have any social media experience. Okay, you're group one. We have you. We've got you. We're going to give you education. We're going to start out simple. I have some network marketing experience, lots of social media experience. Okay, there's your group. I have tons of both. There's your group, right? I have no network marketing experience, but some. So we're creating that system now so that people can be put, because this was something I heard from a lot of people. Well, I don't even know what to do. I don't even know how to do that. So giving someone information when they don't know how to do it isn't helpful, right? They just look at it blankly versus somebody who knows what they're doing on Instagram and maybe doesn't need to be shown how to make a story, but they would like to know how to brand, right? Yeah. So we talked about this yesterday, and and the other thing we have is we use Project Broadcast, which is a text message service to communicate. I use it to communicate with the team and also with my customers. And so we have some beautiful drip campaigns in Project Broadcast that automatically send to new customers. So when you get a new customer, you can have the code for that drip campaign. You can set it up in your own Project Broadcast, or I can add your customers into mine and use mine. That's fine too. And they will get a text message every week, helping them, answering their questions, offering them assistance, giving them information, giving them links, where to go. And this is the systems are so important. And we talked yesterday because we were talking about Project Broadcast, and there are people who sell packages on Etsy for Project Broadcast that you can buy, and you get the code and they give you the package they've made. But I just said, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to create it for our team. I'm just going to create them and you're going to get them. Retention and showing our customers that we care is super important to me. That's the heart of what we do. And that's the difference between buying something on Amazon. You have someone that can answer your questions and that cares about you, right? Not just the bottom line. And I love that. I have customers who will message me and be like, I need help with, what do I get? Boom, link, super fast, no problem. Yeah, I got what you need right here. And that to me is the best part. I'm an Enneagram 2, so like helping is my happy place. So those are all things that we have underway. They're well underway, but always being built. And I'm always asking for and taking feedback from the team about what they would like and what they need and what they need help with. So that said, now I'm going to close. And if anybody else has anything they'd like to add, Brittany? Anything? Tanya? No? Anybody? Nope. Thank you guys so much for giving me 49 minutes of your time. I am going to put this recording together. I have to wait for it to go to the cloud, which might take 1,000,000 years because I live in the country and we have no internet out here. But once it does, it'll be available for you and I will share it, and you all can share it with your friends too if you'd like, or rewatch it. And if you have any questions, again, just message me personally or Brittany or Tanya, and I can connect you with them if you don't have their information. I'm just Joni Edelman on Instagram, so it's easy to find me. And I appreciate you guys. And this is just the best place to be. I'm just happy. Say hello to Frida Kahlo. That's all. This is my husband's office. That's what I have. He said, I'll put it behind you so that you look like you have your own office. I don't. You don't have to have your own office. You don't even have to be wearing pants. I am wearing pants, but you don't have to. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Mwah! I love y'all.